How's it going, everyone? And welcome back to another Genshin Impact build video. Today's video, we'll be talking about Fishl. Now, Fishl's what I like to call a hidden 5-star. She's a 5-star in a 4-star's body. Everyone knows she's one of the best DPS in the game. That's just clearly a fact. But she's also one of the best supports in the game, especially whenever it comes to dealing out with the electro damage. When it comes to Fishl, her talents and abilities revolve around her bird Oz. Her E ability sends out Oz, and he attacks targets alongside you for about 20 to 30% of Fishl's base attack damage. Her Q ability transforms her into Oz, and she can dash around, dealing lightning strike damage while also leaving Oz then out at the field where it ends. Both these abilities persist. You can throw out Oz, swap characters, and Oz will remain. You can turn into the bird, swap characters, and Oz still remains wherever you swap. And the damage Oz does actually scales extremely high. If we look at Fishl's talents, which mine are very low level because I haven't really been working on my Fishl, you can see they scale off of her attack damage. The exact scaling is about 124 to 95% damage there. Basically, the higher you get your attack, the more damage you will be doing as Fishl. Taking a look at her talents, we have Gaze of the Deep. Even when Oz is not on the field, he still increases your damage by firing bolts of electricity up to 22% of your attack damage. So it's just an additional little bit of damage that Oz can do. Devourer of All Sins. When Knight Rider is used, it deals an additional 200% attack as damage, and its AoE is increased by 50%. Wings of Nightmare. Increase the level of Knight Rider, this is your E, by 3 up to a maximum of 15. Her Pilgrimage of Bleak. When Midnight Phantasmagoria, your Q, is used, it deals 222% of attack as electro damage to the surrounding enemies. When its skill duration ends, when it's over, Fishl regenerates 20% of her HP. This, in my opinion, is one of the best abilities you can get on Fishl, if you can get up to 4. Against the Fleeing Light. Increase the level of your Q, Midnight Phantasmagoria, by 3 up to a maximum of 15. And Evernight Raven. Increase the duration of Oz's summoning by 2 seconds. Additionally, Oz attacks with the current character when present, dealing 30% of Fishl's attack as electro damage. So basically, Oz just does more damage and lasts longer. For Arfax Sets, I don't have necessarily her best set. I do think you want to run a lot of crit on Fishl, so definitely you want to run Berserkers, but I would also run Gladiators on her as a frontline attacker. If you're using her as a support, you want to use stuff like the Instructors and the Scholars, as these will help increase her use as a support. Another great set on her is the Thundering Fury set, as it'll increase your electro damage by 15%. So in my opinion, the best builds you could do, it would be a Berserker's Thundering Fury kind of cross as an attacker, or an Instructor's Thundering Fury as a support. Looking at weapons, her best support weapon is definitely the Stringless, where her best attack weapon is definitely Rust. Stringless will increase the Elemental Skill and Elemental Burst, your E and Q damage, by 30%, since when she's support, all you're doing with her is sending out her, Oz. This just gives Oz a huge boost to damage. Rust increases your base damage by about 40%, and is great for if you're using her as a frontline attacker. Also, any 5-star bow is pretty much best in slot you can put on her. Another suggestion is for the tier 3 bow called Slingshot, as a fantastic bow to put on her as a as an attacker. Taking a look at the 4-star crafted weapons you can get for Fishl, you can get the Prototype Crescent. Aim shot hits on weak points increase movement speed by 10 and attack by 36% for 10 seconds. Or the Compound Bow. Normal attack and aim shot hits increase attack by 4% and normal attack speed by 1.2% for 6 seconds, up to a max of 4 stacks. In my opinion, the compound bow is the better weapon out of the two, unless you find yourself aiming down sights more often. If you are specifically aiming down sights, you get more out of the prototype crescent. But if you're like me and all you do is spam shots, then the compound bow is the better choice out of the two. Now let's take a quick look at Fishl in action against a boss. So this is just an example of a good team to put Fishl in. I think Xiangling is a great support unit for her, as well as pairing her with an ice type. Right now I'm using Barbara and Kea to get out the ice, but Mona Kiki would definitely be equally useful. So bear in mind, I'm using a level 4 Kaya. My Fishl does not have her proper build, and her weapon is actually very underleveled. And I still had pretty much no problem dealing with that boss. This is really just to showcase the power that even an underleveled Fishl can have. And if you have her at multiple constellation levels, it only goes up from there. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you want to have another character you want me to do a build on, I'm doing build videos even if I don't have them leveled, just to show you what they're capable of. And you can choose how you want to build them from there. I think Fishl is an excellent support, as well as has perfect potential to be a primary DPS dealer. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video.